On the third Sunday of each month, a group of atheists gather at Finley Park in Columbia, South Carolina, to do their part for the homeless. The group is part of a national organization, the Atheist Alliance of America, and specializes in helping the homeless community here in Columbia. The Atheists Helping the Homeless Columbia was founded by Steve Weston, who never wanted to run a chapter but knew it needed to happen.
After a few years of me wanting to help and nobody was willing to run an organization, I figured I guess the only way it's going to happen is if I do it myself, so that's what I did.
It was also important to Weston that the group helped change the public perception of atheists here in the overly religious South.
We're out there to put a face, to say, look, atheists can do good.
Individuals receiving aid from Weston's group were almost exclusively grateful for the help. However, there were a small handful who would not accept items from the atheist. Despite this, the group continues to set up at Finley Park each month and provide essential items such as toothbrushes, socks, underwear, and even books.
Because that sort of stuff can give people a little bit comfort, feel a little better about themselves when they feel a little cleaner and, decent.
Many items are bought and paid for by Weston himself or donated by volunteers, and he maintains a wish list of items on Amazon. Weston also works closely with advocates for the homeless like Reggie, who maintains a list of resources for the homeless and understands what members of the homeless community truly need.
The most common comment is the atheist, and I'm like, I have to remind everybody that you don't necessarily have to believe in God to have a caring heart. Yeah, and that's where Steve comes from, is he wants to give back, he wants to help.
Of the organizations on Reggie's list, all provide different resources for the homeless, including shelters, food banks, medical assistance, and even educational programs. But as Weston points out, his group's mission focuses on helping members of the homeless community make ends meet.
They might be in a motel room or something like that for 2 or 3 weeks, and then they're on the street for a week until they get their next check. So we're trying to fill that void.
If you are interested in helping the homeless, contact Steve Weston on Facebook at Atheist Alliance Helping the Homeless, Columbia, or on Twitter at AHH Columbia. For other volunteer opportunities, contact these Columbia-based organizations. For The Secular Shepherd, this is Robert Perrell. For more news and information about the secular community, please follow us on Twitter at Secular Shepherd.